everyone.
It's us, the Rough and Tumble.
The Rough and Tumble. I'm Mallory Graham.
I'm Scott Tyler.
And you might be sitting at home now, or perhaps on your way home from one of our shows, or maybe you have just opened all of your Christmas presents and realized that somebody who came to one of our shows has gifted you with a very useless item. Useless to you now, but after this nose flute tutorial, it won't be as useless. Still useless, but also fun.
You will be a pro by the time we are done here.
So presenting the Rough and Tumble's Nose Flute Tutorial. I have, as you know, established myself as a premier, world-class, top-of-the-charts nose flautist.
It's a real gift.
It is a real gift. So I have randomly selected a stranger off the street 10 years ago, and then I made him my friend, and then we became a band, and then we started dating because of that one night, and then we became a camper living duo. But it was still a stranger nonetheless, to prove to you that anyone can learn how to play the nose flute.
Including me.
Including this stranger off the street.
So, how does it...
Which way does it go? Is that what you're asking? Okay. Now watch this. The nose flute, to be properly used, goes upright. So when you put this on your face, this hole right here is going to go underneath your nose. This hole right here is going to go in front of your mouth.
Like this.
Like that. Side view. Other side view. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Are you caught up so far?
I am.
Okay, you're doing great. Next, what we're going to do is learn how to play the nose flute.
Okay.
Now that we have proper form, you can do elbow up.
Oh, elbow up is important?
Well, elbow up is really, there's a lot of deliberation in the nose flute world, but elbow up is definitely the more esteemed.
This is for classical nose flouting.
Nose flouting, yeah. But we're just starting. So go ahead and you can flop your elbows around a little bit. Yeah,
so like
that's
that?
totally fine.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to open our mouth. And we're only going to blow out through our nose. Not through our mouth. Only through our nose.
Why do I look like that?
I don't know. You're like sneering. It's like that. Then we're going to take our nose flute as we are very relaxed, only blowing through our nose, and we're going to put it up to our nose. Did you get it? Did you get that sound? If you didn't get that sound, that's totally fine. We're going to keep trying a couple more times. I'm going to give you a couple of tips this time, though.
Okay.
So the one thing that I've noticed when people come up and try and play the nose flute at me, which I might recommend, don't play the nose flute at people. It's very upsetting.
And do not make direct eye contact.
Never, when you're playing the nose flute, make direct eye contact. It is an unsettling feeling to look at someone as they're playing the nose flute. So, some tips that I can give you if you're not making the sound yet, like this stranger off the street was somehow able to right away, even though contrary to the script that we practiced ahead of time. You're going to keep your jaw relaxed, at least to start, and you're going to actually put your tongue in the back of your mouth, kind of blocking off the back of your mouth a little bit.
Like that.
All right, good. And then when you blow out of your nose, instead of going like a lot of people have done it at me, very aggressively at shows. It's amazing that I'm still in this industry. You're actually just going to keep going. So your tongue is up, back of your throat, and your nose is just relaxed. You want to keep your composure.
Is it almost as if you're getting ready to sneeze?
It's exactly not that. Okay. It's exactly the opposite of that.
Do not play as if you're about to sneeze.
It might actually be more like if you are familiar with neti pots. It might be more like whenever you're going to put in a neti pot, if you're familiar with that, is you're walking off the back of your mouth so you don't get all of that salt water down your throat. You only want it to go through your nose.
Let's try that
This
again.
is a very gross situation. Let's try. Now, there's another sound that you can make with the nose flute, and it is a very high pitch. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate it now. Now, if you're making that nose with the sound flute, that sound with the nose flute, it means that your mouth is way up high and your tongue is too far back and you're pushing with way too much force. But you're close. You're closer than somebody who's making no sound at all. You're doing great. You're already changing pitch. You stranger off the street who is not supposed to have advanced this far yet. Amazing. Okay, so the final step to playing the nose flute is changing the pitch, which this stranger somehow knew how to do. Instinctively. But it's not everybody's instincts, but everybody's instincts. Am I right? Okay, so how you change the pitch is you're going to widen or narrow your mouth. If you could just let me demonstrate for once in your life, stranger. So the wider your mouth gets, the higher the pitch. The lower the pitch. I clearly shouldn't have been that worried about you upstaging me. Okay, so after that, you're going to be playing a song. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and blow a pitch here, and I'm going to see if you can match my pitch. Ready? Stranger? I almost called you Scott. I don't know how I would have known your name. Very good. Now we're going to play Jingle Bells because it's the first song that everybody tries to play on the nose flute. Ready? How did it go at home? Are you officially a nose flautist? If you're not yet, go ahead and go back to the beginning of this video, ignore everything that we said, and just try and play over it.
Keep trying.
Just keep trying. And that concludes your nose flute tutorial from
The Rough and Tumble. Thanks for joining us.
Happy flowering.